Hello, my people. Autobot Umbreon here, and for today's video, I'm just gonna keep up the streak because I haven't posted in a while, and I need to. So for yesterday's video, I did a review on these two, which are cool and all, but I wanted to cover something else today, kind of similar to my Soundwave video, where I just went over all the sound waves in my collection. Well, a few of them anyways. I wanted to go over the one character that I don't have many figures of. I only have two figures of this character, but they're both fun, and that is Shockwave. So, the figures I have are the original Dark of the Moon one, the Dark of the Moon Voyager, and the Studio Series Core Class. Yeah, so as you see, I do not have much Shockwaves, but I love these two to pieces. I'm waiting for the new Bumblebee movie one to come in the mail. That way I have a third Shockwave, and I'll do a review on that whenever it gets here, but yeah. I don't know why I just took off the Core Class's cannon. Yeah, I guess I'm going to start with the Core Class one. This is the second Shockwave I got, but that's not saying much because this is the only other Shockwave I have. So, Core Class 1, it's cute. That's basically all I can say about it. I mean, I like the tank mode. I could use some work and whatnot, but it's cute. Has a nice turret, moves up and down. So, yeah. But he's not menacing like he was in the Bumblebee movie. I can say that for sure. But on the contrary, here we have the Dark of the Moon one. And this thing is awesome. So he has the cord that wraps around. And then he has the sword, his fusion cannon. And then a fun nod is that this is actually his head right here, and this is just a face guard that he has for the vehicle mode, which is awesome. He has these weird Cybertronian treads up front that result in a really menacing look. And for 2011, this thing is heavier than most figures, like Sideswipe here. Like, this thing is fantastic. I got mine used, so it came with the broken blade, but I just glued it. It doesn't look the greatest, but it's still complete, and you can find them decently cheap. So, yeah, this is a good figure. My only problem with it is that it uses this really dark purple, to the point where it's hard to tell that it's even purple. It almost looks magenta. I like the color that the Core Class one has a lot more. If the Core Class colors was on this thing, then this thing, it would be fantastic. But yeah, that's basically it for tank mode. There's not much in tanks. So now this is where we get the big size difference. Both of them, I take it back. This was the only one that requires parts forming, so if you don't like that, then oh well. So you take off the fusion cannon. Then you lift this down around, untab it there, and rotate the arm forward. Repeat the same process on this side. Flip the head around, and you can already tell that this is a weird figure. So untab that, then you untab the butt, the chest from his butt, and then you bring this up and tab it into place, fold the legs down, and boom, you have Shockwave. And now with the fusion cannon, just pull the port down and you can put it onto this arm so it matches how he appeared in Bumblebee, or you can put it on this arm so he matches how he did in Dark of the Moon. I'm going to have it like this just so you can see the difference between them. Yeah, so now for the interesting transformation this thing has. First thing you want to do is untab the hose from there. You can still leave it in up here, so I'm not considering this parts forming at all. Then lift these up. Now, yeah, let's start by... I don't really know how to transform this. Lift up this chest plate. Untab these. So you get a weird, wonky mess. Then you want to fold this down and around. Come over here and do the exact same thing. So that happens. Now this, you're going to bring up, and if my camera will focus, now you're going to just, yeah, okay, don't want to break it. Anyways, okay, you want to rotate it first, then fold it down. I keep forgetting that. Still not folding. Anyways, there we go. I still don't remember how to transform this thing, so if you're watching this video to learn how to transform the original 2011 Shockwave, just don't, because I'm still trying to. Plus my camera keeps going out of focus, so it wouldn't help you in the slightest. Now come back to the front, straighten the arms out, I think. Yeah. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere, as you can tell. Now tab the chest plate in, bring this up, tab it in, rotate the chest or the head around, fold down the hands on both sides, come to the legs, and this is going to require a little bit of force, but you can get the foot out there, and then lift out the heel, then lift up the shin. Now do the same thing on this side. And I would say that you're almost done, because you are, but then you're just going to grab the hose and you're going to put it into that port. Oh wow, I messed that up badly. How did I manage to do that? And I just rotated the camera while I'm at it. Wow. Yeah, transforming this thing can be a disaster for people that don't know how to transform it by heart. Oh, wow. And... okay. This is just gonna take a minute. Tab in, will ya? Okay, I got it to tab in, but in the process it untabbed everything else. So, I'm just gonna take this off camera for a minute. Okay, that should do it. Yeah, there we go. I finally did it. Shockwave, with his hose now officially on. So, yeah, you can definitely tell the difference between this being a Voyager and this being a core class figure because of the height difference. Yeah, this is kind of crazy. One thing I will say is this one does the hose thing, as you saw. It's a pain to get into place, but this one doesn't even attempt to do the hose thing, which is kind of lame. Speaking of which, yeah, he's basically a smaller version of the Bumblebee movie Shockwave. Yeah, he's small. He has, decent articulation. Forward, backwards, knee bend, pivot in the foot. Yeah, he's something. I don't know what to do with him. Right now, I just have him on my shelf with a legacy, core class Skywarp, because that's where he belongs. But this thing, on the other hand, this thing is cool. He's menacing. the Dark of the Moon version, so you have all these spikes coming out of him. You have this amazing light piping with this eye, so you can see it glowing menacingly at you. And on top of that, my camera is not focusing. Focus. There we go. And there's so much detailing there in the face. Yeah. And then the chest, you see his abs. His arms are fantastic. Then you come down to the legs with their spikes. This is awesome. I love this figure, even if I don't remember how to transform it. The only issue with it is it's built like a pancake. I mean, like, this is just flat. It looks like it just transformed it from 3D to 2D by simply turning it to its side, which is kind of hilarious. But articulation on this, you got a swivel at the head, then you got ball joint there on the arm, rotation there, you got a bend there, and then the hand can go there. He has gorilla arms, but yet again, who really cares? He's not that posable in any media, so what does it matter? Then this arm, which is kind of cool because you have the fusion cannon. Because it's Dark of the Moon, he has this awesome feature where the hose restricts it, of course, but the cannon, I'm sorry. Let me just take off the fusion cannon to show you how this works. Yeah. So there's a little switch back here that when you click it, then his fusion cannon extends to have 3 instead of just the 1, which is kind of cool. And then just oh my gosh. Can you reattach the cannon? Yeah. You can also remove the sword if you want. I just don't, because you can leave them on for transformation. Then legs move, alright. No ankle articulation or any of that, but everything else is there. Yeah. This is if you don't want to spend all that money to get the Studio Series Leader Class one, then you can go with this one, because you can find it from anywhere from $18 like I did to maybe $30 for it in the packaging. Hopefully nothing more, but yet again, I did not do my research on this. You'll have to. Yeah. Other than that, I don't know what else to say about these two. They're just shockwaves. I mean, they're cool shockwaves, but that's all they are. So, until next time, yeah, peace out. Or roll out, as I should say. Haha.